Hey kiddies, it's Triple Feature Tuesday once again, and this week we look at how Benedict Wong and space do not mix. You know, the English-Chinese actor from the Doctor Strange and Marvel films. You know, he plays Wong. I don't know if it's typecasting or just racism, but he's very, very good. He pops up in a lot of different things. But whenever he's involved with anything space, it's bad. If you find yourself in a sci-fi situation involving space and Benedict Wong shows up, just sort of, run away or make your peace with whatever and move on with your life if you can. Otherwise, you're probably gonna die. It's very unlikely you're gonna survive. So, our menu, in increasing order of doom, is going to include Sunshine, Prometheus, and The Martian. Sunshine is that one Danny Boyle movie that everybody hates that I think is fascinating. It's all about a bunch of scientists going into space to reignite the sun based on a lot of sketchy science. Good science fiction. It's supposed to be fiction. It's not real. Who cares? You put all the fissile material in one little square and you throw it into the sun and hooray, everything's going to be fine. Because, the sun just kind of goes out one day. Whatever. On the Prometheus, no, the Icarus 2, I believe. Among the crew of the Icarus 2 is Trey, played by Benedict Wong. He is the ship's navigator. Now, over the course of the trip, they discover that the Icarus 1 is still floating around in space, and honest to God, the theory is 2 bombs to reignite the sun are better than 1 bomb to reignite the sun. So they decide to go slightly off mission to grab the other bomb and then get back on mission. And in order to, recalculate all the stuff, it's up to Trey, our intrepid navigator, to figure out how to do this. And he does, except he misses one little thing and forgets to adjust, the heat shield. The heat shield being the only thing preventing the Icarus 2 from, exploding into solar flame because they are really close to the sun. This mistake, and honestly, could have happened to anybody. This poor guy starts off a whole series of consequences that leads to everybody dying, including Trey, who may or may not have killed himself out of guilt over the whole thing. And credit where credit's due. Benedict Wong plays the whole thing so very real. Like, it's just there's no big grand speeches. There's no but this and but that. He is just barely keeping himself together and apologizing and crying and talking about how he fucked up. And I don't know how anybody else would have responded in that situation. So I think it's just great. Performance-wise, he, ends up starting a series of things that ends up with everybody being dead, but as it turns out, mild spoilers, they probably all would have died anyway, because the minute you deviate from the very, very specific mission to save the planet Earth and reignite the sun, you kind of doom yourselves, even if you are able to pull everything off in the end. At the end of the day, the lesson to learn is that always listen to Chris Evans in every situation. Oh, Prometheus. I love this movie. I love Prometheus so much, even though it is one of the dumbest movies. And honest to God, when I was in the theater and Benedict Wong pops up on the screen, I was just, man, if they weren't doomed before, they're just that much more doomed now. Benedict plays Ravel. There are 2 pilots working under the captain, Idris Elba, Chance and Ravel. It's Benedict Wong and some other dude, and the characters are essentially interchangeable, as are most of the characters in Prometheus. Every character is there to say something scientific and then do something that immediately contradicts the inferred intelligence of that character in the preceding scene. At the end of the movie, it is up to the combined forces of Idris Elba, Benedict Wong, and the other guy, to make sure that the Prometheus crashes into the alien spaceship so it doesn't go to Earth and destroy everything. why did you pick? Like, I mean, there was a lot of bad science and choices that led to the Prometheus going to this planet, but God, don't put Benedict Wong on this spaceship. It's like he doesn't screw anything up. It's the sort of like the complete opposite of Sunshine in that, he does nothing wrong, but he ends up having to deal with the situation and he deals with it admirably. Good for you, Benedict Wong. Finally, we have The Martian. Benedict Wong, having learned his lesson and not going into space anymore, but still being drawn into the mystery and the majesty of space travel, is now the head of Jet Propulsion Laboratories, the people that make the rockets for the space program. And it is up to him to build all the rockets and stuff necessary to save Martian botanist Mark Watney, played by Matt Damon. And this one is great because basically, like every other shot of Benedict Wong is through a television set, which is just kind of funny. But he has such a good put upon, or not even put upon. It's just like, look, we're gonna get the thing done. Just let me go get the thing done. A like vibe to him. It's just like he's just got a lot of things to do, not a lot of time to do them, and this meeting is just eating into that time. So can we just get back to building the rockets and stuff, because that's what he likes to do and that's what he's doing, because god damn it, he's not going off planet again. Never again. Benedict Wong off planet. That's why, Wong in the Marvel movies, he doesn't leave the planet. He stays behind to protect the Earth because, that's what he's good at. Earth stuff. Space? No. Earth? Yes. Benedict Wong? Always yes.